how's your, this influencer career going? And have you been keep posting and
2021, 2022, we were locked down and I had to prepare for the online competitions. So I put up some videos, but it's, I think because for international school students and their parents and families, I felt before it was more reputation based, especially in Shanghai, that people like the parents, they have the parents groups and things like that, so everyone knew each other. And I did a lot of online stuff, offline stuff. So getting into online stuff is kind of fun, but wasn't a very top priority, because I think whether you're a teacher or in any other industry or career, it's always like the time investment, like the ratio of time spent versus like how rewarding it is for you.
the offline works much better than online ones, right?
Yeah, I mean, online is okay. It's just that if people are like asking me, "Oh, can we do one-on-one?" and like go ask me to go somewhere, the time investment is crazy. If I add a lot more, it's just kind of hard. So I think the social media is really great, but it's just many teachers, many organizations, training schools and stuff have different business models. So I'm just kind of trying to reinvent myself, trying to figure out, okay, what's the next step? How do I get to the next level? Maybe just lazy. I think just lazy.
I want to know about your experience of coaching Jasper, Chen Xiaochun's son. So how was that experience for you?
I think it was quite surprising. Like when I first had him during I first had him like in a summer camp. So one of my previous students' moms introduced me to a summer camp program. The camp program I was doing, and then suddenly I was like at the very beginning introducing myself as they introduced themselves. Jasper was like, I said I was on TV 6 times. He was like, I was on TV 22 times. Like, hmm? And I thought he was joking. And then later on, his classmates were like, yeah, he's famous. I was like, hmm? And then I kind of ignored him, and I tried to be like, make sure that everyone was equal, because just what teachers do. And then like I think he was pretty hardworking. He did a really great job. Later on, his mom found me again because he signed up for this. And for Jasper, it was like, okay, well, he's been on TV. His parents are famous, so let's think about 5 to 10 different topics related to celebrity life, managing private life, how to handle stardom, how to like what do you need to worry about with reputation, and anything else. But like basically trying to figure out which direction, and out of like 10, it was like, okay, this one is kind of fun. So like trying to figure out, I think the direction is always the the first hurdle that students have. If like your topic is very clear, it's quite easy to kind of go deeper into it. So then I think I learned a lot when I was doing overseas educational consulting. So helping students 就是那个留学, helping students with going abroad, because they needed to present themselves for interviews, and you dig deep into like a student's life. You figure out everything about them, and then you stand in their shoes to talk about their life, because you learned everything, and then you reorganize the information, you summarize it, and you're able to show them, okay, if I were you, I would say it in this way. So I think digging at the stories was quite fun. But at the same time, like I think for Jasper, it's like, what stories can we tell? What stories can't we tell? Which stories do we have to make sure we have to make sure that everything's like suitable, just because in the public eye and stuff. So a lot of stories like no, or the stories like, I went to a mall, there was a lot of paparazzi, everyone taking photos, we had to run. We had like 5-10 stories. It was like exactly the same. It was like, okay, his personality, his stories, like everything was like, yeah, he had to mature quite quickly, being in the situation he was in.
So you actually help him find his direction then, and then
Yeah,
you tell his story.
from brainstorming to creating the first draft, we had like 5, 6 drafts, and then we had the open mic thing, which was 5 minutes, and then expanding it to like 9, 10 minutes later.
Wow, it sounded so cool. So have you seen his parents?
Hmm? Yeah,
Have you
of course. I talked to his mom a lot then, and then I didn't recognize his dad. I guess I watched TV. I don't watch TV that much, so his dad looked young, dressed quite fashionable, but kind of quiet. So when his dad said hi to me, I was like, hi. I don't know who is this person, but he's saying hi. So I thought it was just like a family member in the house. Like, why is there another family member just sitting around and stuff? Because like when his dad was there, like he would tell me, like we're in his study, and then he was telling me like, oh, dad's home. And then I hear this deep voice, but then I didn't match the deep voice with the person. So it was like 2, 3 times. Oh, like later on. Basically, I think just finishing, uh, helping them objectively get what they needed done, and then.
Did you have a lot of pressure when you coach Jasper?
No, I think it doesn't really. I think from a teacher's perspective, it doesn't matter who your student is. You just put in the effort, the time and effort to kind of get them where they want to go. I felt Jasper was because whether a student has money or is famous or whatever, um, it really still depends on their attitude and motivation. So I think there was a lot of oh, because when I was doing overseas educational consulting, I was at like a top 3 company in China, and we had celebrity kids, we had like high level people, so it was just kind of used to it. When you deal with high end clients, it's always like people are very picky, so you want to make sure that you understand everything that they want. You're able to satisfy them, and you're able to just have like a high level professionalism. So I think overall, I'm already used to it, so I think it was fine. Just as long as like the direction his parents had was the same as mine, that they were okay with everything, then it'll be fine. I think his mom like uh, very focused and interested in his education, and put in a lot of effort. His dad was always very busy. Um, and I think like he was a like a role model student. Like when you have student like the some of the best students in a class, like those who really put in the effort. So like during the summer camp, even before the TEDx, um, he we had like the final presentation after I think it was 5 days or 10 days. But like when we're in memorization and about to present, he would practice his speech like 10, 20 times. He would always like, hey, Coach Kai, can I do it again? Can I do it again? Can I do it again? So he always wanted like the best performance. I
Yeah.
think because he had that sense or feeling, like it was in his speech that he was always being judged. He was always People are always going to watch like how was his performance. Um, so he wanted always to be the best. So I think he was very hardworking. His mom was very dedicated to his education, and his dad was busy.